2022 Lexus NX. What do you need to know about the newest compact luxury SUV from Lexus? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. So Lexus invited me out to a first look media event to check out the all-new 2022 Lexus NX. And I'm going to go through everything there is to know about this car. Now, this is a very important car for Lexus. It's one of their best sellers and one of the best-selling compact luxury SUVs on the market right now. The NX obviously competes with other luxury SUVs like the Acura RDX, the BMW X3, the Mercedes GLC, and a few other ones as well. And this is one of the best-selling ones on the market. And even the outgoing version that's been on the market for several years now, I think it came out for the 2015 model year, so it's been around for 6-7 years now, it's still a very popular, high-selling model. And that's really has to do with the fact that not only is it a very well-designed SUV, but it just has a great reputation. Lexus is always known for reliability, its build quality, and having very high resale value. And not only are those all very good things that it has, but these are important things to buyers. So it's kept the Lexus, or the NX, a very popular choice in the marketplace. So I don't have a lot of time to go through this car, but I'm going to try and go through everything there is to know about it. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video, and I'm going to try and do this in one continuous shot as best as I can. So we're going to start things off by talking about the drivetrains, because that's probably where there's the biggest difference and change with this new 2022 version. So Lexus is now giving you 4 different drivetrains to choose from, 2 gas versions and 2 electrified versions. So on the gasoline side, we've got a base naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, 2.5 liter, that makes just over 200 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. And this engine comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission, standard all-wheel drive in Canada, but in the States you can also get this version with front-wheel drive too. Now, it's just basically intended to be the entry-level drivetrain, like an affordable option for somebody who just wants something that's not only affordably priced, but fuel efficient, economical, just enough to get the job done basically. Now, if you want more performance, you can also go for the NX 350 that gets the turbocharged 2.4 liter engine. Now, this is a brand new engine to the Lexus lineup, and it makes a good amount of power. You're going to get 275 horsepower and 316 pound-feet of torque. That's really good power. That makes it really competitive with other luxury SUVs. Whether you look at the RDX, the X3 BMW, the GLC, the Volvo, a few others, the power is right in line with those models, maybe even a little bit better on the torque side. And as a result, you're going to get really good performance. This engine, with this engine in the car, the acceleration 0 to 60 time is around 6.5 to 6.8 seconds. That's a really good number. If you just go with the base engine, you're only going to get a 0 to 60 time of around 8.5, 8.6 seconds. So not only is the acceleration a lot better, you have more power, better performance, and you can get that version in an F Sport model, which gives you a lot of other sporty enhancements too. Now, more significantly, I think, is the electrified drivetrains that you can get as well. So you can get the NX now in a regular hybrid version, which is called the NX 350h, and you can also get a plug-in hybrid model. So the plug-in hybrid is called the NX 450h. Now, these are basically the same hybrid drivetrains that come from the Toyota RAV4. And the RAV4 Hybrid and RAV4 Prime, the plug-in version, these are the most popular electrified hybrid SUVs on the market right now. Really good place to start when you want to pick drivetrains from. Now, obviously, the previous generation NX already came with a hybrid version, but the new version is a huge upgrade from what came before it. So for one thing, it's much more fuel efficient than before. The new NX 350h hybrid is rated for around 36 miles per gallon, or around 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So that's a really strong number, really fuel efficient for a luxury SUV. I'm not sure whether there are any other luxury SUVs that have comparable fuel economy to that. That's really good. And that's probably going to be the most popular version of the NX because it's the most balanced one. You have good fuel economy. It's not only economical, but good performance too, because the power numbers are great. The hybrid has 239 horsepower, so more power than you're getting with the base engine, and good acceleration too. I think the 0 to 60 time on the hybrid is around 7.3 seconds, that's really good power. That's good acceleration, more than enough for daily driving. So I really think that's going to be the sweet spot of the lineup. Now, if you want, you can also get a plug-in hybrid version, like I said, the NX450h, and that's going to be basically the same drivetrain that's in the Toyota RAV4 Prime. Now that's a really good thing because this is a really good drivetrain. We've got a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, 2.5 liter engine, just like you get in the RAV4 hybrid. Only here you have a more powerful electric motor setup, which is going to give you that plug-in capability. So the NX450h is rated for around 35 miles or 58 kilometers of pure electric driving range. Now, naturally, when that range runs out, it switches to regular hybrid mode, and then it just runs like a normal hybrid car using a little bit of gas. Fuel economy numbers for that one are pretty much the same. So 36 miles per gallon, 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers in regular hybrid mode. But like I said, the key difference is that you're getting that electric driving range. Not bad overall. And like I said, it's a simple, naturally aspirated engine. It's a drivetrain that Toyota, Lexus have been using for a long time, so it's probably going to be a very reliable system too. I know I talk about reliability a lot with Lexus and Toyota, but it really needs to be said because it's one of their strongest qualities. They use time-tested, well-proven components that have been around for a long time. And in the case of the hybrid technology that they have, that's been around for many years now. They just keep improving it, refining it, and these are quality cars. I mean, if you're looking for an SUV that you can use on a regular basis, that's economical, that's reliable, you're not going to worry about repairs and all that, this is a really good choice to go with. And there's nothing super new or crazy here that we haven't seen in the past from Lexus and Toyota. So that pretty much sums up what you're getting with the drivetrains. Now, let's talk about the design of this car. So the old Lexus NX was definitely a polarizing looking vehicle. I mean, the styling wasn't to everybody's taste. It was very angular, definitely out there. And this new car is a huge improvement to my eyes, at least. It's a lot cleaner, sleeker looking. It's not as polarizing, and it has a little bit more elegance and style to it, I think. I think it's a really cohesive looking design. I like the way they integrated the LEDs into the front headlights. We have that new spindle grille that's a little bit cleaner looking. And in the back, the light bar goes right across for a really cool look. Overall, really well done. And the interior is a huge, huge upgrade too. Next to the drivetrain improvements, the interior is probably where you're gonna see the biggest change with the new NX. I mean, for one thing, we have a lot more space in here. Another problem area with the old NX was the limited amount of interior space. It had a very cramped feeling interior, both in the front seats, the back seats. That's completely changed for this new model. So more space up front, more legroom, headroom in the back seats, and a larger cargo area too. So this is just a more practical SUV than ever before. If you need more space for carrying your family around, commuting, this is going to deliver. Obviously, it's not going to have as much space as the larger Lexus RX, but for what it is in the segment that it's competing in, this is really good. I mean, I could see this being a practical, everyday SUV. And the technology in here is just mind-blowing. This is something that we've never seen from Lexus before. The main focal point is, of course, the large center touchscreen. There's two different touchscreens that you can get in the new NX. The base versions come with a 9.8-inch touchscreen as standard, or you can get a larger 14-inch touchscreen. Now, this is the largest touchscreen that Lexus has ever put into one of their cars. Even the base screen is pretty big at almost 10 inches, but 14 inches, that's really big. It looks like a large tablet landscape style screen here. Really big, really sharp looking graphics. The whole graphic design has completely been upgraded from anything Lexus has used in the past. And the good thing is that there's no more trackpad. I know the Lexus trackpad interface where you had to scroll your finger on the pad and move a cursor along the screen to control everything. Much hated system. I eventually got used to it, especially when they added touchscreen capability in more recent years, but that's completely gone now. We have a completely new interface, and this is just leagues ahead of the old system. Way, way better. And the nice thing is that they've also kept some of the traditional buttons and knobs that you're going to use on a regular basis. Outside of the center touchscreen, we have a nice digital center screen behind the steering wheel, which looks really good. And it's got a brand new steering wheel design and a new head-up display as well. Super large head-up display, the biggest one used in a Lexus, and it's a really good looking head-up display. Overall, you can definitely tell that the technology has been hugely upgraded in this car. We've also got a digital camera rear view mirror, which is really good. So you can just flick a switch and your rear view camera is going to turn into a full camera display, giving you an open view out back. We've got a wireless cell phone charging pad that you can actually slide out of the way, giving you more storage space underneath. Okay, materials, top notch. Build quality, top notch. You can definitely tell poking around that everything is typical Lexus, high quality, exactly what you would expect. I haven't had a chance to drive it yet. This is just a overlook presentation of all the different models, but from what I can see, I am really impressed with what Lexus has done. They've basically kept everything that was really good and well done about the original NX, like its build quality, its reliability, all the things that Lexus is really well known for has pretty much carried over to this new model, but they fixed everything that really needed fixing. So there's more interior space than before, better technology with this new large touchscreen system that looks really good, better enhancements to the safety tech, and of course the drivetrains. We now have a plug-in hybrid that never existed before, and a choice of 2 different gas engines. So really Lexus has gone all out with this refresh. I think they really invested their resources where it's needed, because ultimately the NX is one of the most popular models in the Lexus lineup, and Lexus is foreseeing this becoming the most popular, eventually outselling the RX in certain markets. So it's a very important vehicle, and if you're someone who's shopping for a small luxury SUV, like I said, you could look at the Volvo XC40 or XC60. There's the BMW X3, the Mercedes GLC, Audi Q5, Acura RDX, a few other ones as too, and the NX is right in there with that group. How does it compare to the rest of them? Well, I can't comment on the way it drives. I haven't driven it yet, so that part I'm still a little bit unsure about. But from every other point of view, when it comes to the technology, the usability of the interior screens, the space, the drivetrain performance, the fuel economy, the reliability, I think this is at the very top of the segment. So if those types of things are important to you, if you're looking for a luxury SUV to buy and hold on to for a very long time, I think that the NX is going to continue to be one of the top choices on the market. It remains to be seen when I drive it. Watch out for a full video when I get a chance to do that in the future. But for now, I really like what I'm seeing, and I think that Lexus has done a really good job. So that's about it. I don't have too much more time with this car, but let me know what you think of the all-new Lexus NX. How does it compare to other small luxury SUVs? Would you consider it? Would you look at something else? Just let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can check out some of my other videos by checking out the links. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And if you need any additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, you can also check out carhelpcanada.com. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.